joined with Max and Ruben. We are doing the anime and manga podcast. Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys are really quiet right now.
Well, obviously.
Thinking.
Yes.
Thinking, like, think about what?
Life.
Life?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's speaking about Slife. Anyway, we're here for the subject of anime and manga. Let's start off. So, let's talk about Demon Slayer to start.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Everyone that's watching right now, be warned, there is giant spoilers ahead if you are watching the anime, because we are talking about manga as well. So we will be talking about like 2 seasons ahead type of thing.
We will let you know if there are when the spoilers come.
Hi, Casey Uwu.
The entire episode will be labeled as spoiler.
Casey Uwu.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so.
Yes,
in my honest opinion, I think the manga is still in my favor due to I don't need to wait for another goddamn week for the next episode. I just need to wait for the goddamn book.
Yeah. Oh my god, with it completely being cut off, it's really irritating. Because obviously Tanjiro got completely battered by Muzan, turns into a demon.
Yeah, and as well with the whole, you have to wait for the next upcoming chapter for the anime version. Here's the thing: if you haven't read the manga, you're not 100% sure if you're just gonna be like, oh no, is it gonna be taking ages to wait, or
yeah. It's like how it ended off though with bloody what's blind for her to activate her really big sense thing. She jumped over and managed to hit Tanjiro with that injection to cure him. And then we just see him battle Muzan inside of his head. That was awesome though. The fact how he was trying to be tempted, and then he saw everyone else and just went for them and turned back to human straight after.
And here's the thing, what I'm gonna be saying for you remember Goblin Slayer as an anime? Yeah, basically there's more detail about their backstory and stuff like that about the first characters introduced to the Goblin Slayers.
Yeah.
In the manga, because in the anime they is like, nope, guess what, we're just gonna G this out of the window. Like, we didn't get any info who they were, or like any at all. As for the manga,
and also everyone on the podcast right now, the person that's called Straddlezoom is me. I'm the one that's typing, so I'm going to be naming the animes that will be discussed as far as we know at the moment. Continue, Ruben.
Here's the thing. In the Goblin Slayer manga, there's actually only story, no thriller. As for the anime, there's supposed to be 1 episode or 2 that only like literally only thriller.
Yeah.
I think it's the guy with, I don't know if you have seen the episode where there's a guy, forgot his name, basically lost his sword.
Something like that.
Yeah, that was actually thriller.
Oh.
Yeah, it was actually supposed to be on the other chapter-ish.
Yeah.
As well for the... Here's something that kind of annoys me with the anime slightly more when I start reading. The goblins actually start speaking, or like the readers can actually understand what they're saying.
Yeah, and in the anime they can't.
No, like there's no subtitle, there's nothing what they are saying. The final chapter or the final episode for the season 1 of Goblin Slayer on the anime version. Here's a piss take. The leader of the Goblin, he was saying a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, man, it's still piss take the fact that they didn't do the whole translating for the people that are viewing the anime.
Yeah, that does get irritating when you don't understand them, because in a manga, obviously, you'll understand everything. And also, going off of Goblin Slayer at the moment, we'll come back to that in a bit. Sword Art Online, something that we can all talk about right now.
I only seen the first season, or the first, basically, Sword Art Online, then till Gun Gale.
Yes. From what we've seen at the moment, me and Max, we're about to go into War of the Underworld, part 2. That's going to be interesting because all of his friends start coming into the game as well. And it seems like Kirito also gets like some form of god mode.
Well, or not a god mode. Like, I don't know, or something.
Yes, something like that, yeah. We don't know yet. It's only a teaser trailer of the actual thing. It was actually meant to come out a few weeks ago, but they cancelled it and said that it was coming out.
I don't really want to be that guy, but I figure out that Kirito was supposed to be there a couple of chapters if it was some sort of plot armor developed.
Yeah, that does seem quite a possibility. Like with how the fact that he manages to survive everything is a bit odd, but obviously the main character deserves to stay alive, really.
Yeah, but I don't be that guy for real. But I mean, there's some character that need a little bit more sign to it to exit. No, sign why they're standing up still, or why they're still surviving.
But they did in the anime. They completely cleared out why Kirito was like that, because he got hit by the power cup, which completely damaged his brain, which is why he was in the wheelchair, showing that he was completely disabled at the time. They said, they even cleared up in the anime, the commander said, Kirito is completely conscious. He's just not choosing to wake up yet until it's bad. So he's waiting for something. But Kirito himself, he can't get killed by the looks of it, because the captain threw something at him and he completely used his mind to completely wipe it away, because he was protecting himself and Alice from that, showing that he was still conscious at the time. And that he's able to protect himself still, which is interesting, I find. It's weird really, because when it comes down to animes, you do need a lot of episodes to start understanding it. Like, for example, with Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah. You remember my shadow friend? Not sure if I'm gonna say his name, but I'm gonna have him nameless for now. He said the Dragon Ball Broly movie, he was pissed off about it, but he felt like, to understand about the movie, you have to watch from beginning to the end of the Dragon Ball. No filler, by the way. And for that, he actually found it annoying. Josh?
Oh, sorry, you lagged out.
Max, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still there, just your voice keeps jolting.
Yeah, your voice keeps lagging.
Oh, don't tell me they actually lagged out as well.
Huh? Who lagged out?
Who lagged out?
Whoa, what the hell? You guys were lagging.
You're lagging from me, Max.
Yeah, everything's just going a bit haywire.
Yeah. We'll probably sort itself out. Ruben, are you doing that Are you doing a download?
No.
Okay. You're PlayStation's getting bummed.
Okay, there's a lot of lag going on.
Yeah. I think it'll sort itself. It's kind of just going a bit dodgy.
Haywire.
Yeah, but with Dragon Ball Super, it's obvious really. Everyone's got to watch the series to understand what's going to happen because, well, there are people that will understand Dragon Ball just through watching Dragon Ball Super. There's a Super Saiyan 1, 2 and 3. He starts learning new ones. And that's what I kind of liked about Dragon Ball Super, is because it had a bit more comedy than Dragon Ball Z. But what Dragon Ball Z had that Super didn't was the best fight scenes I've ever seen in anime. And the best sound effects.
Well, yeah. But then again, here's one thing that does piss me off a little.
Yeah.
It's the fact that we have to wait for another season for the anime.
Yeah, I can kind of see that though, because obviously of story development, they're only on chapter 55 now.
Oh, hold on. Yeah, although that might be true, that PlayStation might be angry at the fact that we're doing a podcast, but guess what? Don't blame it on us.
Yeah. Just generally, with what was I speaking about? My brain just completely forgot.
About
itself.
Super.
Oh, about how Super was, yeah.
With the fight and all that.
Yeah, like how everything, it really suited it at the time. And then there's Bleach as well. They're really good as well because those were like the best animes at the time: Naruto, Bleach, and Dragon Ball. And I can totally agree with that. And there's still like the Legendary 3. But then there's the new Legendary 3 Rising, which is Black Clover, Demon Slayer, and My Hero Academia.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Those are the new Rising 3.
There is a slight chance that Bleach might get a comeback during the 2021. So it might be to be the top 3 as well. Since everyone has been waiting for the 1,000 years arc.
Yeah. But I'm really intrigued with how far anime is going to go though, because Demon Slayer, the new film coming out in 16th of December, or no, it's 16th of October, my bad.
October.
So good, it's going to be amazing. Obviously me and Ruben's read the entire manga at the moment, and we know what's going to happen, but hey, there's Max here that hasn't even read the manga.
I've just had a look at it.
You've just had a look at it? The manga?
The manga.
Yeah, when you guys were talking, I was reading through it.
Wait, reading the...
Is it then? What happens? What happens?
At the, I got to the end bit, I can't remember what chapter it was, but it's then about, from my memory, I forget most things, what was it, a lot of them were really injured or something. Then I think it was Tanjiro wakes up or something, and then this guy's holding like a medal of some sort. And then it's like at the end it's like we've won or something. I think he said near the end.
No, that's got to be something different because from what I remember, Renzoku dies. Tanjiro chases the 5th moon, or the 6th. It's either the 5th or 6th moon, and they get away because the sun is rising, and Renzoku just dies and passes down says that he has to go over to his family's building. And when he says he goes to his family's building, Tanjiro goes over there and finds out that the dad didn't really care much about Renzoku. But he really does, deep down, he just doesn't show much emotion. And then Tanjiro finds out soon later that there was a book on the fire dance, but it was ripped apart or thrown in the fire, and he didn't find out about it, but I'm pretty sure he finds out in the final chapter, which is against Muzan.
So what chapter's that then?
What chapter's that? What do you mean?
Yeah, as in like chapter number.
For
that scene.
What scene? We were just talking about many.
Oh, the one, the one, the newest one. Wait, left on a cliffhanger. That one.
Speaking of, wait. Speaking
the
of
newest one is the newest book.
Speaking of the devil,
I know.
guys, if you think about it, from a decade ago, remember how the anime were looking like, and then look at now. There's way more art.
Oh yeah, it's a very big change in editing and art style from when we looked at Dragon Ball Super Saiyan, and we look at Tanjiro's Fire Hiragani dance. There's a big difference. Like you see more highlights around the more darkened areas. You see that it's more bright, and it's got a better look to it with art these days.
Yeah, and
which is amazing.
Yeah, here's another thing that I just realized: Bleach is gonna get a whole new animation art for the upcoming 2021.
Yeah.
People have theorized that's gonna be a change to the anime industry as well within this whole animation art.
Okay.
What I think this is gonna be happening is just gonna be like Dragon Ball Broly movie.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Broly movies art was insane.
Yeah, it was out of the questionnaire. It was mixed.
It was made by My Hero Academia's director.
Well, not only that, but it was made by different artists at the same time.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do quickly, Josh, is I send you the screenshot of what I'm on about.
Yeah.
It's very easy if you look at it, then I explain.
Yeah, and Ruben, explain what you're gonna say.
Basically, what I'm thinking is, if they're gonna make the final episode, which is the final chapter for the whole 1,000 years arc, I hope they spend a lot of resources for that, because the ending, how should I say that? The ending was kind of mixed between good and bad. It did have what I'm gonna be saying, Tokyo Ghoul re-ending type of vibe.
Yeah. And that bit that you were looking at then, Max, that is the physical end of Demon Slayer. That's not the Ghost Train arc that me and Ruben were referring to.
No, and also the Ghost Train arc. I only read the manga. Freaking fantastic. Yeah. Like, the developer...
amazing.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Just imagine, one day you sleep on a train and then you don't know you're dead, yet you're dreaming.
This movie, though. I'm gonna love that. Like, how are they gonna implement that into the movie? And with movies these days, with animes, they're gonna produce it with better art, with the more new state art, because they want to give people the more immersive experience. And I think it's going to be insane, because that scene when Tanjiro goes into the dream world and he finds out that he has to stab himself. I wonder how they're going to reenact that, and how they're going to reenact his family being alive.
Here's a question though. Like, imagine that would happen in real life. Just imagine that.
Yeah.
I would probably be having...
concerned. Like, see... like, fits. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, thank you for the new sub, Kwani. But here's the thing. What would you be dreaming of, and how would you wake up? Because the only way to wake up from that dream was to kill yourself, apparently.
Yeah.
So, in my dream, I probably wouldn't realize until I get myself killed, and that's gonna probably take ages.
Yeah.
Here's one thing that's kinda is a bit scary though, but at the same time not.
Yeah.
When you're dreaming, 1 minute is probably like an hour or more in your dream.
Yeah. 5 minutes is meant to be an hour. So thinking about how like quick that goes by, and
like imagine
it was only the start of the night when they started going to sleep, and when they woke up and they started going up onto the train, they realised that it was already most of the night was over, which is interesting about that.
Hi, do you have a VFX team?
Visual effects team?
Yeah.
No, this is, those effects are us.
Yeah.
Those are all us. We don't have visual effects
we're
team.
still learning about the whole... Yeah, we're still learning.
Yeah, we've only just got a hold of visual effects ourselves, and we've only just started doing it for us. And also, if you're talking about visual effects as in like art, as in our background and our profile, that is made by the person inside of our description on our other videos.
Well, I'm just gonna close the window real quick because.
Yeah, those. Well, if you need a guy, I'll do like thumbnail and stuff. Nah, we'll be good. We've started getting a hold of it. I think we'll be good doing our own thumbnails and stuff. But thank you for the offer either way. But we're not really in a position to do visual effects with anyone at the moment, because with that comes credit to that person. So we're only limited on that certain thing. Thank you, but we're gonna have to cut it off there though, because we're gonna have to go back to the podcast itself. But thank you either way. That means a lot to us.
Here's the thing. If you would be asking or showing a friend in anime to make them, making them interest to anime / manga, what would you be the first anime to recommend them?
Ooh, I wouldn't go for a long anime, but I would go for a short but really good anime. Something like Fire Force. Fire Force was a good one. Only because of the visual effects, the sound effects, and just the story in general. That's one of your ideal starting animes to go for. If you're looking for an anime, yeah, what we just said then, Fire Force would be a good option.
Yep,
and if you want to go for a longer anime, go for Black Clover. Black Clover's the newest edition. It takes about 10 episodes, but then you start getting into it, because the first 10 episodes is like filler episodes, and then the story starts after 10.
Yeah, as well, if you're the One Punch Man. Yeah, actually,
One Punch Man's really good. Yeah,
it has a second season, so go for that.
Yeah.
However,
really,
I don't see why people say that second season is a letdown. Yet,
oh no,
I
found it really good.
For me, it's actually really good.
I found it better than first, in my opinion, generally. Reason why I found it better than first is because second one, they had a better villain, really, in my opinion. Second one. Only because the first one was introducing you to different types of villains and how he can beat them. Second one brought out one certain villain, and that villain was a monster, as people were described. And it was intriguing, it was new, and the villain himself, it was funny when One Punch Man and him first met, because he tried karate chopping him on his shoulder, and he was like,
yeah, he was like, here's the thing. Me as a D&D player, there was a meme about the whole I'm gonna karate chop your arm, and it was a fighter doing the unarmed strike, which is usually 1d something. I actually don't know. Wait, what's over fire? Yeah, but then again, when it comes to a monk, those are nothing for a monk. They would be like one punch.
Also, from Koani again, I've only ever watched one, which is Pokemon when younger. Pokemon's good, but if you're going for a pure anime that's gonna be short and brilliant, then yeah, One Punch Man, Fire Force, animes like that are
if
really
you try to watch a horror, there's three that I know of. Blood C+, When They Cry, as well, Hellgirl.
Yeah.
Uwe just said Pokemon is epic, and then Uwe at the end. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this right now, this ends in the podcast. I love the ending of the Sun and Moon. Since years and years and years, Ash kept on failing on his tournaments. And in XYZ, in XYZ, I literally I shook my throne at the goddamn pill of mine, just like, how is this possible? Literally, water beats fire. That's literally the whole thing. Yet, here's the thing. Ash Pokemon was a water type. Mega Evolution. Versus a Charizard that, is a fire type who also had a Mega Evolution. You guys don't know what Mega Evolution does, but I'm gonna give you a quick summary. It doesn't remove your weakness and stuff like that. You still take the same amount of damage, but yet a water didn't defeat fire.
Yeah. Also, I've got a question. This is a very big question because this has gone around for ages.
Okay, what's the question?
Everyone's been wanting to know who is the winner. Goku. But this Goku is able to get Ultra Instinct mastered.
Okay.
If he's able to.
Yeah, and who else?
One Punch Man. Between those two.
I mean, there is a way to actually calculate this. Since remember the ending. Remember the ending of the season 1 of One Punch Man.
Yeah. Was already getting close to his power. So, because obviously Vegeta and Goku are good, they don't risk as much and they don't put as much power into certain things, because obviously they could risk blowing up an entire universe. Because remember, as Goku Super Saiyan God, when he was going up against Beerus, they said that if they kept going, they would have shattered the entire universe and broke it. Saitama has never been said that he would be able to shatter a universe, and plus, he has also been said that he can only blow up that planet. He's not been able to be confirmed that he's been able to blow up other planets, because they've never said that he's been able to at the moment. Because there's never been a manga.
It will be really interesting to see Goku versus Saitama, since they were a crossover with Dragon Ball. What's the other? There was another anime that was supposed to be a guy that eats meat and he gets power, as well. One Piece.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Luffy, or in the manga version, Ruffy, got really freaking weirded out as well. Surprised that Goku has a new form. And I think this is take place before. No, I think it takes place when Luffy has Gear 2.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, I actually need to double check it later. But think about that. If Luffy and the other guy would be surprised about it, that means Saitama might be surprised about the fact that Goku has Super Saiyan. And later on, Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, and the fact that Ultra Instinct is on an angel's level in Dragon Ball, because obviously Whis, Bardos, and the other angels have all got white hair, showing that they've all got Ultra Instinct mastered, but in constant form, shows that not only Goku's obtaining the power even like on the gods, he's going even further beyond the gods now. He's going on to an angel level type of Goku, and that's what they showed in Dragon Ball. What's the Dragon Ball Heroes? They showed Goku as an angel, as a head priest now, which is the slight possibility we might see in the future, or we might see a Grand Zeno Goku, which is a possibility as well. And the fact that Grand Zeno can blink, if he blinks once, he blows up all of the universes. And if Goku gets to that level, well then, we've already known who wins.
It would be hilarious if One Punch Man just go like, that tickle.
Yeah, that I would literally be shocked, but I don't think even Saitama is above Gods at the moment. I think maybe
I
in
mean,
the third...
if he trains more, then obviously, but still, no. That's.
But then again, in the anime, they even said that no amount of training could make him higher because all of the training he did it with ease. But that's because he was on another power level. But if he did like something like 100 times gravity or something, I think he would struggle a little bit. Because only because he's used to Earth's gravity, meaning that obviously in Dragon Ball Z Frieza's arc, they said that Goku had already surpassed going at the speed of light. They said he's already gone faster than that, and that goes to show how fast they really are in Super, which is interesting.
But I just realized something. You remember when Vegeta in the Dragon Ball Z said, say to Bulma when Trunks has different hairstyles and stuff, why Vegeta can't, or Vegeta or Goku can't grow different type of hair.
They always keep their young age, yeah.
Yeah. Here's what the problem lies. What about Vegeta's father as well? Both Vegeta and Goku go into the hyperbolic time chamber and they grow out a freaking beard.
Yeah.
So
here's quite a bit.
Yeah, so there's a big flaw right there, since excuse me,
the hyperbolic time chamber brings Saiyan levels to normal levels.
Hi, Coney. And yeah, but I'm still a bit peeved the fact that he said, oh, we don't change our hairs and our same race, we don't have that type of thing.
Yeah, I guess their facial hair would stay the same though if they let it grow out.
Yeah, then it's fine by me, but still, like, you're saying you don't grow out hair and stuff longer, yet your father, he grow a freaking beard. Are you gonna tell me that's a fake beard?
Unless he grew it out and
No, I can just imagine this, that someone from the high rank just go to Vegeta, just like rips it out. You know, King Vegeta. Like, they must show some sort of a thrill for that.
Oh yeah. And then with Dragon Ball Super just getting its new like manga, everyone's really excited to see what happens next, like, because everyone's predicting that Vegeta might be really powerful now, only because of his because of him going to planet Yadra and learning instant transmission, learning to control his temper as well, which is making him powerful as hell, really. And everyone's predicting that Goku may not win this battle, but Vegeta might come in and defeat him for him, which means that Akira Toriyama has gotten to a point where he's like, maybe we should let Vegeta get the chance to have a power-up. That might go a bit like, yeah, he's going to win this fight, which I'm really excited for, because we've never had that before, apart from side fights or other things, because obviously with Resurrection F, Vegeta had the perfect chance, but he obviously let Frieza.
I'm just gonna be honest, Resurrection F
the planet.
and Battle of the Gods movie, just gonna say this, I'd rather watch the original Dragon Ball Super's animated version of them, since I did see some story about why the movie was a bit weird, the animation.
Yeah, but then that was everyone adapting to the new Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah,
because they named it Dragon Ball Z.
But it's still haunting me with Goku's animation style when.
I think that the weird the weird look on Commander Zorbay was the thing that got me most, because he just looked weird to me. I was like, oh my god, get away. There's actually another question that's been floating around to do with someone versus someone. Goku versus Superman. This isn't anything to do with anime, but it's something that people have talked about a lot. And
I'm just gonna completely say this. Sure, Superman has the sun to power up his basically his strength and stuff. He can still breathe underwater and breathe in a space, yet Goku, he can't really breathe in space or be underwater too long, otherwise he will die to have no air to spare. But there's a way for Goku to actually win the fight if he were...
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here's the thing. If Goku would be like really badly hurt, he could one, if he knows the Superman weakness, teleport him where there's a lot of red sun, since Superman is weak to red sun.
Yeah, instant transmission. And also the fact is that when it comes to Saiyans, obviously Vegeta said himself that
if you use close to death,
blood, yeah, when they get close to death, they instantly power up to about that person's same power. It's either a new form or they power up more. And that kind of showed that even if this cyborg Superman or whatever they said that was really powerful went up against Goku, I'm pretty sure Goku, Ultra Instinct Mastered, would be able to beat him to a pulp, because the fact is they didn't describe Superman to be above the level of like godlyhood. They said he was like a god.
Here's the thing, Doomsday is actually available to take down Superman. Even with all of his power and stuff, he couldn't even stop Doomsday.
Yeah, and that goes to show really that even in the DC universe that there are people that are stronger than him, but in the Dragon Ball universe, Goku always ends up above that person, only because their Saiyan blood says that they will always power up above that person. And the fact is, when people were saying who has more potential, Gohan or Broly, well, obviously it's Gohan, because Broly is still a full-blooded Saiyan. It's just that Gohan didn't do his training at the time. If it was Gohan versus Broly and Gohan did his training to the full extent, I'm pretty sure Gohan would have beat Broly with ease.
Yeah, and here's the thing that I just realized. If anyone would be saying Frieza versus Superman, I'm gonna say Frieza would easily win, since he is gonna use dirty tactics.
Yeah.
Since when the fuck did Frieza ever fight fair?
Exactly, and you know how they like defeated bloody Goku with a laser gun.
Exactly.
They said that if Goku managed to keep his senses to himself, he would be able to dodge anything from any angle if he was in a position where he was fully concentrated. So it shows how Goku could probably, well, at that time, he was told that he was able to keep his senses up. Even we said it, and that was another sign of Ultra Instinct that was coming to Goku, because Goku was learning how to do that at the time, which everyone was starting to find out. And then if we go over to other matters of anime now, because we'll come back to Dragon Ball in a minute. Beastars. You either love it or you hate it.
I'm gonna say it's mixed. I'm literally gonna say it's mixed.
I mean, I got into it for a bit, and then I was like, nah, I can't be asked to watch anymore. It got a bit too weird.
The entire anime. I actually kind of liked the opening. The opening was what was unique to me, because they used stop frame animation for their opening.
I like that design that they did.
The opening was sick though, because it was a mix between jazz, rap, and what else did they add?
Was like a same art style as Mr. Fox.
It was a bit of hip hop, rap, and what was the other one I said now? Jazz. Yeah, all three of those in one, and that's what really intrigued me really. And the opening with stop frame animation was so good. And if you start with me, when I've watched the entire anime, I got through it, and at the end with Legoshi, that's his name. With Legoshi, he ended up breaking into the wolf den, and ended up killing all of them with that panda guy, to save the bunny girl. Forgot her name. But he broke into there, ended up killing them all, and then he got out there with her. And the weird part about the anime was the fact that they aren't meant to coexist with each other, because obviously he's the predator, she's the prey. And when they try to get closer, something weird will happen out of instincts. So that was the weird part about the anime, and it showed it all in the opening. It showed the entire twist in the opening, which is what I liked, because in the anime itself, it showed how everything was weird at the start. He was hunting her out of instinct. Then when the day came, he started to get to know her and started liking her, and then it showed his weird.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? I just realized the manga. Well, the whole thing happened during one episode with the whole how he gets to know her.
Yeah.
As for the manga, it took a bit of more developing how and why.
Yeah. And I think that's what manga is made in a way a bit better, because obviously they explain more and they show more detail into certain things. But then again, I like the anime only because it's more of a, you get to see the visual effects, you get to see the story play out with all of the actors, and it unfolds in its own way, because it's slightly different to the manga, and I think they do it that way so that manga readers can also enjoy anime as well as that. Like with My Hero Academia, they perceived it a bit different in the manga, but in the actual anime they showed it completely different to how it was. And with that new movie that came out, Heroes Rising, the fact how I would want to explain it. Should I explain it?
Actually, yeah, you should.
Okay, I'm gonna explain the movie then. Okay, so the fact is how when they went to the island and found that boy and girl, and with 9 wanting that boy's quirk because that boy had gene restoration, was intriguing for a story as well. Also, Max, are you there?
I'm here, I'm listening.
Oh, okay.
You sound like you're dead.
And how he wants.
Oh wait, how do you sound when you're dead? Dun dun dun.
You just don't talk if you're dead, do you?
And how he wanted that gene restoration so he could use unlimited amounts of quirks. And I like the fact how, building up, he tried to take Midoriya's quirk, grabbed him by the face, and started taking his quirk. And it didn't fail. It failed, obviously, because it was genetic, and it was transferred through hair. Obviously, with people that have seen the first season, that's how it was shown.
First season and first episode.
And
no, wait, was it first
when
episode?
It came,
no,
yeah,
no, it wasn't.
Sure,
no.
It was
no, it
second
wasn't.
episode. Second episode. Yeah. And with the end of the movie, when Midoriya and Bakugo went up against 9, how 9 was powerfuler than him, and Midoriya said it was the only way, and how they both grabbed each other's hands. They both ended up getting one for all. Don't know how that happened, because their blood kind of went into each other. So Bakugo ended up getting one for all. Midoriya ended up getting one for all. They both fought the shit out of him with 100% one for all. And then after that, they beat the hell out of him. And he told, he did this part where he said, "This is it. This is my final smash." Because obviously, when Midoriya gives away his quirk,
God, jeez.
when Midoriya gives away,
Max laughed as soon as I sneezed.
When Midoriya said this is my final smash and hit 9, after that he told All Might that his quirk's gone, and then he saw that Bakugo didn't have the quirk, and Midoriya ended up getting it back because they said that the transfusion was incomplete, and All Might said it was a blessing from the past All for One users. And that kind of weirdly enough ties in with the end of episode, with the end of season 4.
Yeah, Ovo is right. That was a killer sneeze. That Max in the background literally died. I swear. Someone has.
I think he died after hearing My Hero Academia's movie, because obviously he hasn't watched it. But
Oh my god.
I have to kind of explain it because
by the way, yeah, I only got 6 more minutes before I need to,
yeah, I'll keep speaking either way.
Yeah, before anything, I did send you something on the Instagram.
Yeah.
I need you to say this out loud, though.
Me turns the handle to make the shower a little cooler. The shower. Welcome to the Himalayas.
I mean, it is kind of true.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Like, imagine having a nice bath and you're just like, it's getting too hot in here.
Max was already dead. He would have probably died by Ruben's hands for making him rage.
Oh, trust me, we're gonna be probably in the future making a montage of Max making me rage.
Yeah, and you'll see that straight from Ruben. He will literally show you all of the times he gets at Max.
If anything,
Sorry about that. My PlayStation was actually
everyone said, Ovo said literally kill you with a sneeze, and Ovo also said that you were already dead, yet I did say you have been dead to me quite some time.
So I'm going to give Max a brief explanation of what happened. So basically, after Midoriya and Bakugo beat him, Midoriya came out of nowhere at 9 and said, "This is it. This is my final smash," and kicked 9, which completely ended it because obviously Midoriya can't keep one for all because of Bakugo. And when Midoriya was falling before going unconscious, he said, "That's it, goodbye, one for all." Fell unconscious, woke back up. Then there was All Might, and he told All Might that he's lost the quirk, and he's gave it to Bakugo, and he said that it was the right thing to do since he was the only one that knew other than him. But then
yeah, he's alive, amazingly. Not.
Yeah, after Midoriya went unconscious again, he saw that Midoriya had the aura around him still, and that Bakugo didn't. He said that the transfusion didn't complete in time, and that it was a blessing from all of the All for One users. No, One for All users. And that's really much how the new film ended. Which, oh my god, is a brilliant film, honestly. But after that, Shigaraki found 9 crawling away, went over to him and said, "Your time is up. Goodbye, 9." Put his hand on 9's face, completely crumbled into dust. And then, like I said to Ruben, this ties in with season 4's end, like with Midoriya being asleep, and then he's having a dream of all of the All for One users, One for All users, just standing there, and then he sees one of the One for All users getting his hand put on by One for All. All for One, my bad. So All for One is completely got his hand on One for All.
I'm just gonna give this everyone a real quick summary in case something bad happened later. I think, Josh, if something happens in the stream that it keeps lagging, tell me that on
Oh no,
Instagram.
we're gonna end it when you have to go. Either way.
Oh, okay, because I have to go in about 2 minutes, so...
2 minutes, okay. So, that was our first anime and manga podcast. I hope you guys liked it. We will try and do a longer one next time, but Ruben's really got to go and do his D&D.
Yeah, and
so we'll
here's the
try and
thing.
continue
I'm gonna ask the 2 other people if they're gonna be joining for the D&D...
Tomorrow.
Well, D&D stream more likely. If they're not planning on it, or they don't feel like it, then we're not gonna have them included, since respecting their privacy.
Yeah.
As well, here's the thing. I'm gonna be the DM, and what I'm planning on to do for the streaming D&D, it might be either Destiny or any other where I can
like world.
Yeah, where I can find out. So, future warning, there will be blood, well, blood in basically the D&D itself, and other weird thing that might be happening. As well, there will be some of us saying some dumb shit.
That's not me.
I literally have an eye on you. Like, literally, Max.
You can trust me.
Josh, do we really need to trust him?
Everyone that's watching this podcast right now, we've also now got a video schedule, so we will have 2 videos of gaming a day, and we will have 1 music as well. On Saturdays, we will have D&D, and then Sundays we will have podcast possibly. Anyway, that's it for this podcast, guys. Hope you liked it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn those notifications on. And we'll see you all in the next podcast. See ya.
Hold up. Just gonna go to my broadcast. There we go. See ya, everyone.